everyone. Good evening. My name is Alex Sabatelli-Rager, and I want to welcome you to this call tonight. We are talking about X39, the product itself, and the movement behind it. We're going to be covering all kinds of good stuff. So we're exploring the power of this patch and also brand partnership as well. A little bit of everything tonight to help you make an informed decision to either get started on the product, to continue on it, maybe start sharing with people, or take it all the way to the moon. So we're going to kind of give a whole big spectrum of things here. So we'll get you started. So we're going to cover what this patch is doing in the body. What is it? The cutting edge the technology itself. A little bit about the founder and the science and the patents, of course. LifeWave, the company, the industry that we're playing in here, this stem cell industry, and the growth factors and all of those good things. And then, of course, we will talk a little bit about the best way to get started, whether it's as a customer or as a wholesale buyer or with the optional brand partnership where you, again, can start sharing to offset your own cost or make some money or create a whole new career for yourself. It's pretty fabulous. And then, of course, how to start best for you. So kind of what those options are for you. I will cover a little bit about the compensation plan, just kind of the basics of it for those of you who are curious. And we have much, much more, and I'll show you where to find that stuff as well. So as we're going to get started, I'm just going to share a couple of screens really briefly first before I dive into the content, just to kind of talk about how to get connected and where you're going to find the replay of this as well afterwards to be able to share and then plug in the future as well. So let me go ahead and share screen with my keynote that you probably have already seen a little bit of while you're hanging in here. So this first one here is just basically our weekly schedule. So every Monday and Wednesday, we do a couple of different calls. Two of them are related to the business, one just getting started, the other one moving forward from after getting started. Those are on Mondays and Wednesdays. Those are Launch Lab and Leadership Lab. And those are interactive training calls, which are really fun. We ask people to bring their questions and get their questions answered and all kinds of support there. And then, of course, we always talk about different topics relative to where you are in the business. And then, of course, we have these calls just to really explore, again, the power of the patch and the brand partnership itself. And so those are on Mondays and Wednesdays at this same time and station. And this QR code that you see here will take you directly to our YouTube page where all of these are recorded, played back, and you'll find upcoming events, and all of the past events are in the different playlists. So check that out. You'll also find on this page some more QR codes. Again, you'll find the YouTube there. You also, if you are part of the team and you're not yet plugged into our Facebook group, make sure you grab that and request to join. And if you're in the team, we will let you in. And then, of course, all about the patch and all about the business and how to do what we do are these last two. And we will be talking about these within this presentation right in just a moment. So I will show these slides again at the end. All right. So again, if you are on this team, make sure you join that Facebook group. That's really important to stay plugged in. All right. So we're going to start chatting because we want to talk about optimum health and wellness now and how this can be yours with this approach, right? This new approach of adding new energy and energy flow to the body. This is so important. And what it can do is going to blow your mind. And it really covers the whole gamut, head to toe, hair to toenails. And even in your energy field and strength and stamina and so much more than that. So very cool. We're talking about basically a genetic reboot, about a third of your genes getting rebooted and back to a younger state or right around 20, 25 years old. And all the things that happen when we do this, and it's done naturally with this beautiful patch. So let me just say this. There's a disclaimer. It's important that this presentation is for educational and invitational purposes only. I have no intent to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent anything. This is a presentation to, again, enhance the quality of your experience and help you make choices for yourself and to learn more and to lean in more. So what I want to say also is that everything is energy. We cannot forget this. At the quantum level, everything is energy. Our team is called Quantum Team, and we are working at that level with phototherapy and moving energy, light, frequency, all of these things, which of course Nikola Tesla says are pretty much, if you want to change anything, you need to be thinking and working in that arena of frequency, energy, and vibration. And that's really where we're working with this, with light, because light is energy. So keep that in mind. This is really relevant to the product itself. And in a way, because it's kind of non-linear, it's also kind of how our business works too, because there's many different ways we get paid in this business, and some of them are also non-linear. And I'll share that later on in the presentation. So let's begin at the cellular level, okay? I just want to share this also concept that that basically we have different types of cells, and the ones that were really are very important are the ones that are rebuilding, repairing, and regenerating the body all the time, constantly. And those are our stem cells. They're universal, they're pluripotent, they are basically all over the body, and they are what build all the different structures, right? They, like I said, restore, rebuild, and regenerate. And the differentiated cells, or the other types, these are already differentiated into specific tissues, organs, and systems in the body. So there's two kind of different types, but it's the stem cells that can become anything and then do those main functions, again, rebuilding, repairing, and regenerating. So the stem cells are really rich in all types of growth factors, and you're going to learn a little bit about that. But basically, in this industry, typically these growth factors are extracted from our bone marrow, umbilical cords, adipose tissue, which is fat tissue, our own blood in the form of platelet-rich plasma, or PRP, and then they're re-injected and put all over the place to try to get some effects, whether it's rebuilding, regenerating, or repairing the skin, growing more hair, all the different things that you're going to see happen beautifully and naturally when we elevate the tripeptide that resets the genes, that wakes up and reactivates your body's stem cells, not coming from outside, not doing anything unnaturally. It's like when you go out in the sun, you're going to produce as much vitamin D as you need to be healthy. So long as you stay out there long enough, you're not going to overproduce it. Same thing with the patch. You're not going to overproduce a peptide and start making more stem cells than you can ever use. You're going to activate, it's going to bring your body into a homeostasis or much better healing environment in order to then do what it's supposed to do and act younger again. So that's a big concept, but I just really want you to get, that's where we're playing with this. It's really exciting. And now I will start to just really kind of dive into this. So if you have been patched yet, have you been patched yet? If not, make sure you get yourself patched. And the longer you stay on this, the longer those genetics are going to be held in that younger state, and the younger you're going to be acting in many, many ways. So make sure you get back with the person who invited you here, and invite other people to come next time, or send them the replay so they can learn about this too, because we want the world to be getting healthier and feeling better. And so why would you consider doing this? Because the fewer stem cells that you have, the faster you're aging. So think about this. Hundreds of millions of people are experiencing symptoms of aging that we shouldn't necessarily be experiencing. We're really supposed to have a much longer lifespan. By age 30, only half of your stem cells that are rebuilding, regenerating, and repairing your body are active. The other half is dormant right now, downregulated, dysregulated because of the foods that we eat, the way we think, like all kinds of different environmental factors, right? The dirty air, dirty water, dirty food, poor quality food, not enough nutrition. Again, stinking thinking has everything to do with the expression of our cells, the way we see the world, that angriness, all that stuff. All that stuff affects our aging. And then, of course, we have our own genetics, and as things are getting dysregulated, then they start expressing as dis-ease in the body. So by age 60, virtually all of these stem cells are dormant. They're just not repairing and rebuilding. And we've seen this in people that just don't seem to heal. So think about that in terms of considering this patch for sure. The other thing to consider as you're learning more about this is, how can this actually, like when you think about when you wake up in the morning, we drink something to wake us up, to give us more energy. We take things to keep us energized throughout the day. We take something to help us fall asleep at night. We take something to help grow our hair and to keep our skin healthy and thicker. And we take collagen to try to get more collagen in the body, either internally or externally, aesthetically. We're taking things for inflammation, for pain, for everything, right? There's either the supplement route, and then there's the pharmaceutical route. Like there's a million things that we can take and invest in, and because we know our health is everything, right? But if we can actually support the body to be able to, again, act younger again, so we can re-regulate, could we take a lot less of these things? It makes pretty good logical sense. That's pretty linear sense right there. So when you see what this does in the body, you'll start to think about some of those things that you are taking and that other people are taking in order to try to get their body under control again from all these symptoms of aging, and how we might be able to save you a lot of money, get you much better results naturally, very, very naturally. So this patch works. It's made of, this is what it looks like. Stick it here in this little window. It's like a little Band-Aid. It's got a little backing on it here. And inside of this, it's non-transdermal. It puts nothing into your skin. It's literally encased It's encasing these nanocrystals. It took 10 years and $4.5 million to figure out exactly that blend of crystals to do exactly what it does. When you wear this patch, what happens is it activates a specific tripeptide in the body. It's called GHK, copper peptides. And that resets, like I said, thousands of genes. So it re-regulates the genome to a much, much younger state. And we're talking about 3,000 to 4,000 of these are upregulated and downregulated back to youth. And that's a third of your genome. You guys, that's huge. And so that's what it does. And in that process, it's also doing that with your stem cells, and those stem cells come back out of dormancy and start going to work again. So really, really amazing how this works. It is non-transdermal. It puts nothing into your skin. Important to know that. And you don't have to eat anything different. You don't have to slather anything on your body. You don't have to change your diet. You don't have to swallow another pill. It's literally phototherapy, and that's what this is. And how it works is your body emits light, right? We are light beings, again, frequency, vibration, and energy. And so it's actually in the infrared spectrum. It's like a heat. And that body heat it gets trapped in the Band-Aid and in the patch. And it basically reflects back from those specific nanocrystals back to the body a signal that tells your body, informs your body to produce GHK. GHK is a tripeptide that goes down directly tied to our stem cell activity and the activity of our ability to repair, regenerate, and rebuild the body. So those are going down as we're aging significantly, like I just shared. So this activates, brings it back up again. And that is the magic of what these patches do. It actually, as soon as the GHK goes up, it binds with the copper in your body. Important to be taking copper glycinate, 2 to 4 milligrams a day. You'll be hearing more about this in the future, but it's just important to have copper in the body. And then it produces those copper peptides. And that's how it works. It's phototherapy. It's, there's many, many different light therapies, phototherapies out there, blue lights, red lights, lasers, all kinds of things. This is sort of like that, only you don't plug it in, and it's in a different kind of a bandwidth. But again, it's extremely gentle, obviously. It's not electric. It's just like going out in the sun and having your body be activated. It's a reactivation. It's an activation patch in all reality. So it's called biomodulation. We are basically modulating the body with light, and it's really an ancient technology using different colored lights and things like that. Nothing new. So how to wear this patch? It's really simple. You can actually wear it anywhere on the body, although all of our studies are done in these 2 locations that you see on the screen. You wear the patch for 12 hours on, just like the sun. You take it off and you rest for 12 hours without it. And I just recommend piggybacking a habit like brushing your teeth. Put it on in the morning, take it off at night, and repeat, 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 as long as you want those genes held in that younger state. That's how it works. You want to drink lots and lots of water, because your body's going to want to it's going to be acting younger again. It's going to want to eliminate a lot of the toxicity and all the stuff that's no longer serving you, because now it can work more efficiently. And so lots and lots of water. If you find yourself getting a little bit sleepy, you're just going into recovery, that's fine. Just switch it up, and you can wear it at night for a little while if you want to. That can just until you regulate, but most people will find daytime is best for them. And you can wear more than one patch at a time. If you're really compromised and you want to get that GHK up faster, by all means, you can double up on the patches and wear more than one, or you can put one near an injury and wear one in one of these locations. It's really up to you. It's totally fine. Okay, that's how you wear it. That's how you use it. It's pretty darn simple. And I'll show you a website that has that information on it, so you can review that, and it will come with your pack as well. Okay, so GHK and GHK copper peptides, this is what we have clinically proven that this patch will elevate in the body. And there's tons of PubMed studies on GHK copper peptides and what they do. So I'm not going to get disease specific here, because I can't do that. But you certainly can go down that rabbit hole and type in, in Google GHK-CU and whatever disease thing you've got going on, and you can check the PubMed stuff for any kind of clinical research around that. But I'll show you where you can find some of those things too. So this really, it brings your body back to a level of youth that you're really probably not used to. So it's pretty cool. And because it's activating the stem cells like this, the amazing amounts of things that can happen. It's really endless, because everyone has broken down and degraded in their own way, according to their lifestyle and their genetics. And the way they think. And so it's going to rebuild in the way that it wants to as well. So we can't predict exactly how this is going to show up for any individual, but we do know that when this gets activated, the longer you take it and you pay attention, you're going to start to see all kinds of these different changes and then some very unique to you. And so we really ask that people track these things. And I'll show you where you can find a tracker as well. So the immediate effect when you start wearing this patch is an elevation in antioxidants and a decrease in inflammation in the body. And so some people might find that they feel this right away. They might notice it in terms of certainly with the inflammation, they might start to notice a decrease in pain, but most people have systemic inflammation. So you might not feel that right away, which is just going to be unique to you. But these are huge because inflammation and oxidation are probably some of the greatest issues in terms of degrading health. So let's go through some of the other things that our studies are showing. So wearing the X39 patch definitely brings you, so when you wear it daily, more energy, cellular energy at the mitochondria. And this is what wakes things up. And this is what makes everything start working more efficiently and like you're younger again. So you might notice this the very first day that you start wearing it. Certainly over time, a nice, even, beautiful energy. Better sleep is another thing that really shows up for people, and this can be immediate as well, especially if you've had issues with that. And also because your body wants to go into recovery. So you might notice even your first couple of weeks that you just are sleeping so much deeper, more soundly and longer, and then come to your own natural equilibrium with that. It's amazing for sleep, just incredible. Dramatic pain relief. Again, this can happen right away and this can happen later on. So the longer you use it, the more you can expect your specific issue, if you have specific pain in the body, to be addressed, but your body will go to its own healing process in the way that it wants to. So I promise you, do not take the patch, expect one specific thing and not look for all the things because again, over time, you'll notice more and more things. But you might also be one of those one patch wonders that gets this dramatic pain relief right away if you have pain. So something else to pay attention to and track. Wrinkle reduction. Okay, love this. And this is, again, I mean, the skin is the largest organ in the body, and collagen is the most abundant protein in the body. So you're going to notice a difference in the skin, especially over some time. 4 to 12 weeks is when you really start to see some big changes. Take a picture of your face on all angles, take a picture of your neck, and watch this change for sure. Because in activating universal cells or these stem cells, it leads to an increase in the collagen in the skin, which decreases the appearance of lines and wrinkles. But think also about collagen being around your joints and your bones and the ligament, all kinds of places, right? It's all over the body. And people are taking all kinds of things for collagen these days. So this is something to keep an eye on. Sports performance. Using X39 improves both sports performance and recovery after exercise. And we notice this especially as we get older, because that's when things really start to decline in terms of that performance. So definitely pay attention to that. And the older you are, you're going to feel like you're in your 20s again. But again, for recovery, for people that are really pushing it in the gym, this is huge. Scar reduction, another thing to take those pictures for. Activating these stem cells in the skin leads to a phenomenon called remodeling, which is the last phase of wound healing. And this will reduce the appearance of scars. And I've had so many of these results myself. If I could talk longer, I'd go through all of them with you guys, but I can't. But that's a huge one. That's what stem cells do. They're part of wound healing. So wound healing, again, huge. Clinical research has proven that the elevation of these GHK copper peptides causes these stem cells to elevate the production of growth factors. Now, I was talking about those earlier, how people are extracting all of these stem cells from around the body, and they're looking for these growth factors that lead to the wound healing and the regeneration that happens. And so if your own body is now reactivated and these growth factors are increasing, and you're actually able, by the way, to produce more stem cells as you need them down the road, the longer you're using the patch, your skin cells that have already been differentiated into skin cells can revert back into pluripotent universal stem cells. So if your body needs more, it will literally borrow from your skin and produce more so that they can become what they need to become in your body for healing. That's how powerful your body is when it's in balance. It's amazing. Okay, youth renewal and age reversal, these both have to do with the resetting of the genes, because again, when you upregulate and downregulate dysregulated genetics, right, the coding, you're basically, as your cells are turning over, they are turning over healthier, younger cells over and over and over and over again. And this leads to both youth renewal and literally age reversal. And we have biomarkers for this in the cardiovascular system of age reversal in terms of how that is functioning. So you're definitely going to want to look at the page where I'm going to send you to dive into some more. So you'll notice all kinds of things around the skin. Hair regrowth is extremely common as the follicles open up more with GHK copper peptides. We'll find this not with every single person, but the vast majority of people will notice hair growth right around three weeks, a month. Start looking for that new halo of hair coming in. Your hairdressers will love you. They will take note of that. So you definitely have them be watching for you on that one. And then lastly, what I want to talk about is what this can do for your autonomic nervous system, which is basically your fight, flight, freeze response. And this is, due to the way that we see the world and what's coming at us and whether that's able to pass through or gets blocked on all kinds of things. And so how we react to the world, those stress responses, we really need to bring into more of a balance. We can't heal when we're in stress response. Blood flow shuts down, all kinds of different things. Digestion shuts down, blood flow goes to your extremities, and you're in this chronic condition, which is really, really common for people to be in. And so what this actually helps to do is to bring that into a balance. So you become kinder and gentler, less angry, less stressed, more in the parasympathetic. So you're able to, again, heal faster and be much, much healthier overall. And what that also does for memory and cognition and for heart rate variability, we see improvements in that, all kinds of neurochemicals that come into balance. So there's so many things that this does for the brain and for the nervous system, for the whole system. That are just incredible. And we have research to show on that as well. So all of these benefits and so many more, infinite numbers of ways that this can show up for each individual, 100% worth your tracking and giving it a really good go. I'm on it forever. It's been a number of years now, and it's amazing. So this flow of energy really does make such a difference, resetting and activating your stem cells and bringing them to a younger, healthier state. And it's cost effective, 100%. Cost effective. Oh my gosh, it's so incredible for what it costs to do these invasive different therapies in the stem cell industry is just incredible. And what this can do will blow you away. Safe, cost effective, love that. And so for more information, all of that research, without me actually showing you the website, this is where to go. Start X39.com. You can go down the rabbit hole of all the different research if you like that stuff. That's me. The whole story of X39, there's a PDF in there that goes through everything, and it's got all kinds of cited research in there as well. And what this is doing in each of those arenas I talked about, it goes in depth. And then there's some videos and what to expect, how to wear it. Everything is on this website. So comb into this. And also you're going to find a health benefits tracker, and it has all the different things to look for and rate from day one. As you continue to use the patch, you want to really assess those and give yourself a subjective rating on that scale of 1 to 10. So you can actually see the things that are changing that you might not be looking for without that tracker. So who does that anyway? It's usually a list of side effects. It's not a list of things of benefits to look for. It's incredible. Love that. So I'm going to shift now into just talking a little bit about our founder. His name is David Schmidt, CEO and inventor. Amazing man. He has over 130 patents on the patches and different things that he has created. He's a really prolific inventor. He is a 2-time recipient of the Advanced Technology Award from the International Hall of Fame, and so much more. I've interviewed him a couple of times. He's absolutely amazing. And on that YouTube channel, you will find many interviews with him. You can see his heart. And he's at the helm of this ship. It's really incredible to be able to work with him. The company is 20 years old, just hit 20 years old. So again, if you're even considering joining in and potentially sharing this with other people, it's important to know this is not like, a brand new whatever. There's nothing gimmicky about it. It's 20 years old. We've gone from 20 million to 320 million since this patch came out 4 years ago. And we've had a recent 30% growth, right? This is huge, just within a 1-month period this last summer, and being in 75 countries right now at this point. Talk about legit, long lasting. This is really important to understand. Again, if you're going to hang your hat anywhere, you want to know who's at the helm, you want to know about the company, and you also want to know about the industry that you're in. And again, we are playing in the stem cell industry. We are really in an incredible arena. It's not a Me Too product like most companies. It's not gimmicky and weird. It's a simple phototherapy patch that's super effective and super proven. So we don't need to compete with weight loss, skincare, supplements, hair care, all of that kind of stuff, even though this can compete with it because your body's ability to handle all of these things. The reason we're using all those things is because the body's not acting young. Like I said before, you may not need as much of this stuff. Save money with using something that's going to actually move the needle in so many different areas of your life. So I talked already a little bit about the potential of the biologics stem cell industry. These therapies are becoming much more popular worldwide. People are realizing the importance of healthy stem cells and specialized growth factors in particular. And this industry is truly exploding. And so we're playing in an industry that is also on this huge uptick, expected to hit 30 billion. And we're doing it in an affordable way with word of mouth marketing from happy customers. And with that kind of growth, with happy customers, it tells you it's legit. And of course, we have the science to back it as well. So it's incredible. And when people are doing these really expensive therapies, which is great, they're not always effective. It really depends on the quality of the stem cells or the growth factors that they're extracting. If it's a match, I mean, there's all kinds of different things. And a lot of these therapies are not even legal in the United States. So by all means, if that's, your cup of tea, go for it. But here's what I want to say. Here's a little caveat. If you're using this patch first before you extract anything from your body in order to re-inject it, which can be effective, totally. If you have, you're looking for extra growth factors around your elbow or some, let's just say, for example, why don't you use the patch for at least a couple months before you invest that much and get the stem cells in your body actually active again and maybe produce more and start to operate all around better, then pull those out and inject extras in that area. Check out the difference then. Check out the difference then and see what's going to happen. That is what I would recommend. Okay, so now I'm going to shift a little bit into, is this a time for you to make a move? Yes, get on the product. Sure, that's your perfect first step. Stay on the product. Commit to staying on the product. Yes, next great step. For sure. When it comes to sharing with other people, who have you thought about? Listening to this, who do you know who's suffering from these things from head to toe, taking a bunch of supplements, not making enough money to be able to afford their medications and their supplements, and so they're suffering. Maybe it's time to start earning a little bit. Maybe you want to pay for your own patches by sharing it with a few people, or you just know a few people. Or you can also see a business opportunity, because that brand partnership is an option that you can build any size business over time, and really free yourself. So the possibilities are endless. If you have a heart to serve other people and to help them to get healthier and better, and also even share this opportunity with them, then fabulous. Perfect. You're in the right place. Absolutely. So the reason for that for each person is going to be different. And so you want to get with the person who invited you to this call and just have a chat. What matters to you? Is it more time with your family? Is it less debt, better health, security, another source of income? We don't know what's going to happen next in the world. Multiple streams of income is a beautiful thing, but also to free yourself. Maybe you don't have a retirement plan and you want to build a residual retirement plan. That is 100% part of what I'm doing. I love that, is having a residual retirement plan while helping people. It's pretty beautiful. So this may be the time for you. So I would like to officially invite you to join this team. This team is called Quantum Team. And this is our team website, which has everything from soup to nuts that you would need to be successful. This is the fastest growing, largest team in the company. Been with the company since the inception of this product. Yes, there are other products. We focus on X39, and that's why we've been so successful. It's the best patch we've got. It is really the cornerstone, but the other products are great too. You can always learn about those later, but we really only focus on this one, which is what makes it really easy and successful, a successful model. And so everything that you might want to find there in that training is on this website, build331.com. And we've got much deeper trainings on everything, the compensation plan, how to do what we do, step 1 through 9, everything, extra training, just beautiful. So you want to go there for sure. So let's talk about getting started, and we'll wrap with that. Oh, actually, it's about how to get started and just a little bit about the compensation plan. So getting started, you can start and pay retail or as a preferred customer. So you can pay $150 or $149.95. Or you can have it auto shipped and pay shipping each month and have it just sent to your house, and not be part of the wholesale discounts or brand partnership at all, right? You can do those two options. And so you can talk with who invited you about those two options. And then we also have ways to be able to get bulk discounts. So you can purchase a starter pack of 3, where you can get 3 packs. They look like this, packages. It's a month's supply. And there's a little sleeve inside with 30 patches in there for a month's supply. You can get 3 of those for the price of 2, if you're buying at retail, with that starter pack, that silver pack. So it's $2.99 for 3. and you don't have to pay shipping 3 times. You just pay it once. It's a great way to get started. If you want to have it for you and a spouse and another family member or a friend or something like that, great way to get started. And we recommend the auto ship with that one, because what will happen is, as well, most often happens, is as you start experiencing the patch and things start getting great, you naturally, we just kind of naturally tell other people about it. And if you have an auto ship going, it just keeps your account active so that you can upgrade and make some money and maybe again offset your costs and get even better savings over time. So that's kind of a wholesale type of option. The next level is called Gold, and that is our business builder pack. And this is 5 sleeves or month supply of the X39. And then you get a bonus of one of our other sleeves, one of our other products. And you can, again, talk with that person about which other product you want to get for free. And that one is $499.95. So you're getting about an $89 product for free on that one. But you're also set up to be able to then promote to next level. So if you do want to make some money, that would be the first level you want to come in at, is that gold level. If you're a serious business builder or you have a storefront, or you're an influencer, or you're a hairdresser or a chiropractor or whatever, if you want to sell product out of your store, you can do it that way. Or if you are a networker and you have a bunch of other people that you know might want to join you in this opportunity, this is the pack for you. This is called Diamond. And this is where you get the best pricing for 19 sleeves. You're paying only $84 per sleeve. And you don't need to have any kind of an auto ship for 3 months, because that's just built into that purchase. And you get paid the highest commission level that we have, actually, I should say bonus level that we have for 3 months. Also, you're getting paid as what's called senior director. So for every other diamond that you bring in, you make $500 for each one, and you have 3 months to do that as you're starting to launch your business. So if you're a builder and you want to launch that business, that's how that can work. Or again, if you're a storefront and you just want to retail it, that's just going to be your best wholesale cost, so that when you sell it retail, you make the most in that difference. So that's why you would consider this if you just want to sell it that way, which is 100% fine. And then the other great thing with the business builder pack is, yes, you get to earn $500 for every person that you bring in at that same level for 90 days. You don't need an auto ship. And yes, you get the best pricing. So you can sell some to some of your networking friends or for other people. You can have your own supply for, stocked up. You can sample products that way. You can even gift some to people if you want to. There's many different ways that you can utilize that. And certainly you can make your money back with even just 3 people coming in at Diamond. It's a great way to launch business if you have that mind. So those are just some of the ways that you can get started. What I want to share before I go into that last slide here is that the ways that we do get paid, if you are considering joining in, is if you sell any of the retail, the preferred customer or retail, then you can earn a retail profit for that. If you sell any of these packs, then you can you'll earn what's called a product introduction bonus for that. That's why I was saying, if you come in at Diamond, you earn the highest level of that for 3 months of that product introduction bonus. So those are linear ways that we get paid. You sell a product and you get paid for it. That's just like any other business. That's how it works. You are playing the middleman in that sense. Now, that's one way that we get paid. Now I'm going to show you the other ways that we get paid. That was the linear way that we get paid. One of the leveraged ways that we get paid, and this is really, if we utilize that brand partnership model, we build 2 different teams. So we come in into somebody else's team, the person who invited us here, and then we have the opportunity now to build our own 2 teams. One of those teams we share with our sponsor, and the other team is just our own responsibility. And so as we bring people into our, with any of those starter packs, the wholesale or business packs, then they go into our team. And as they're using the products, every time we sell a product, there's a point value that goes to it. So when you sell the first kit, there's a point value. Retail customers, there's a point value. There's always a point value that goes with every product that goes out. And as those points are accumulating, again, you have one shared team with your sponsor. So there's other people putting people in under you. And then you've got your own. As those points are going up, every time a product is sold, the points are getting stored in your own little business center. You'll have a left kind of bucket of points and then a right bucket, one for each team. And as they reach a certain ratio, it will kick out a bonus for you. So that's all you really need to understand about it. But the bonus is $50 every time it hits that ratio. And you can earn up to $25,000 per week in that bonus. That's a leveraged bonus. This is the way to create leverage. So building a team and helping that team to also sell products and help people get healthy. More and more products that are selling, there's more points that are going into the buckets, and then we can get more and more bonuses. Very, very cool. Those are called cycle bonuses. Again, that maxes out at about 100,000 a month. Pretty darn cool, right? Now, caveat on this is that we need to have some sort of an auto ship or an active number of points of our own, either through customers or of our own, in order to keep those buckets from dumping those points out. We don't want to lose those points. So we need to be actually actively using the product of the product, or selling some retail products in order to maintain the accumulation of those points so you can earn those different bonuses. Okay. Again, you don't need to know all of this right now. You can go to build331.com and go through a whole big thing on the compensation plan. But I do want to share that anybody on the team that you build, the two teams, if they are earning those bonuses, those cycle bonuses, because they're building teams too, then you can earn, this is the third level, this is the legacy pay. You can earn 25% on all the bonuses they're making. The people they bring in, if they're making these bonuses by building teams, you can earn 20% on them. And then anyone that they're sponsoring personally, if they're making these bonuses from building teams, you can earn 20% on them. There's some qualifications in that, not much, but certainly enough, because this is how you earn. You don't just get positioned and make money. We have to build our two teams. You get to share one team and get some help with your team on one leg, and then the other leg we build on our own. So it's just incredible. This is the legacy pay here. So we have linear, leveraged, and legacy pay. I've never seen a more lucrative program. I've been in this industry for 20 years now, my gosh. And this is just absolutely the best company, industry, product. Wow. And of course, this compensation plan is just amazing. And this is the last slide here, and then we'll wrap it up. The importance of being on that monthly subscription. I did mention this already before. So if you come in at that with the silver pack, or if you just want to keep your points, but you're not really sharing all that much, just one sleeve per month, just your own product for you each month. That means if you come in with the 3-pack, you want to go ahead and get an auto ship set up for a month, that next month, so that any points that are accumulating from the team underneath you are being collected, so that should you decide to start sharing and decide to start be more of a brand partner, you're not leaving any points on the table there, which can turn into money, which is really cool. So that one sleeve will keep those buckets from dumping out. When you are looking to start making money, that's when you want to be at that gold level, and then you can promote to higher levels. And then 2 sleeves is suggested. We need 110 points. So basically just 2 sleeves, you and a spouse, you and one to sample, you and one to sell, you and a friend, and a daughter, grandparent, parent, whatever that is. It's really easy to go through 2 packs in a month. But having that volume every month is what's going to allow you then to really max out on the whole marketing plan. So that's why we do that. And I will just give you this one example really quickly. I had a gal who came in at, I'm going to go back and show you. And this is the reason why I like to get people set up on this right away. To have an auto ship going right away. So she came in at a starter pack, the silver, and she just wanted it for herself and her husband. And so she started to use it. She loved it. She was thinking, okay, I think I'd like, this is really cool. I've never had anything work like this. I think I want to talk about it with some other people. Tell me more about it. Tell me more about the opportunity. And I was like, oh, cool. Sounds great. So I told her about it, and she got excited. A little bit of life happened. So we had already set up an auto ship for her so that she wasn't going to lose any points. But then we just bumped her, we bumped her up to gold after about a month and a half of just being on auto ship, because she was starting to talk with other people and she was running out because she kept giving away patches. And so she went up to the gold level. And then just yesterday, we talked and she says, okay, I'm ready to do this. My hairdresser's freaking out because my hair's growing, and she's like, I need this, and I need this for my clients. And so she decided to go ahead and bump up to the diamond level and go for it. So she's just kind of took her time in going up. And so when I walked her through just the back office and just to kind of show her, because she had been qualifying with an auto ship, she had 41 in her downline already, or like already just from being positioned, and then all the people that were growing underneath. There are 41 other brand partners that have come in, or wholesale/brand partners that have come in. They're not all necessarily working. A lot of them are just customers, but they have their own wholesale accounts. And so there were 41 of them in there underneath her already. And she's like, well, what does that mean? And I said, well, what it means is because we kept you qualifying, that the points, all of the points from all of those 41, whether they're selling or it's just their own stuff, are being held because you came in before. They're all in this one bucket for you right now. So basically, we put her first two people in under, and we're going to bring a couple more so that she can promote to that first level. And she's already going to start to be able to make those cycle bonuses, the leveraged bonus. Again, the reason why you want to consider that, some people don't understand, why would I get more when I just bought three? And this is why. This is why. So I hope that that's, just a little bit clearer than I've been in the past, and that helps you a little bit. So that's it. That's the whole presentation. Just to wrap it up here, I wanted to share this last screen again, this one and one more. If you want to take a screenshot of this for yourself, to be able to plug in, again, as a new team member onto our Facebook group, to go to that YouTube, searching for our quantum field team. I'll give you that slide in a second. And then again, start x39.com, all about the patch. And there's nowhere for anybody to input information or buy anything there. We created it for this team specifically to help you educate people. And then also the team business training site, build331.com. Here's the QR code that takes you directly to the YouTube. This will be on replay as soon as I hang up. So, and then again, the weekly schedule. So that's it, folks. I really appreciate your attention tonight. And thank you. I hope that you got everything you need to be able to take that next step for yourself. And I will be back again next Monday for a leadership lab for those of you who are moving forward in the business. And then this same exact call again. It'll come out differently every time. So join me again. Thank you so much for